This week, we're in one of the hottest areas in South Florida. That's Stuart, Florida. And we're looking at Cove Royale, which is getting ready to sell out. We're going to look at the models. We're going to look at some of the quick delivery homes. We're going to go to their amenity center. We're going to be all over this community. By the time we're done here today, you're going to know everything you need to know about Cove Royale in Stuart, Florida. My name is Ray Fernandez. I'm with Living in Palm Beach, Florida, powered by EXP Luxury Homes, and welcome to Cove Royale. So I'm excited to show you this model. This is the Julia. We don't always see, here at Coulter the Builder, we don't always see this model in on site. They do have it here. It's a lot like the Lila. If you're familiar with some of our previous videos, it's a lot like the Lila model, but it's a little bit smaller. It can be a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom, but enough talking about it. Let's go check it out for ourselves. This house shows very well. This is a very upgraded home. I walk in this house and I think it really looks identical to the Lila, but it's just a little bit smaller. The Lila is 3 bedrooms. This shows as 2 bedrooms. It can be 3. Today, stick around. We're going to look at some of the almost ready homes. This is going to be exciting. I've got access to some of their almost ready homes because here in this community of Cove Royale, they're down to spec homes. So they've sold so well that once these 13 homes are gone, there's no more in Cove Royale in Stuart, Florida. So this is like a high gloss floor. Don't know how well you can see that, but you gotta be careful. It can be a little bit slippery. It's very popular in Florida because, as you know, it gets a little bit hotter here compared to the rest of the country. This shows with a nice waterfall, thick, like 3-inch thick countertop, and this is long. So if you're having dinner here in this model, there's a lot, you're going to probably have it here. So over here that you've got upgraded, this is upgraded everything here. Hood, cafe, that's the upgraded version of GE. GE starts with profile and the next level up is cafe. That's what they're using there. And like the models that we've seen before in other communities like La Ambiance and PGA Verano as an example, they have this big pantry here. I love this pantry. Now, since all the homes are spec homes that we're going to be seeing, or if you want to buy here, they're all going to be varying degrees of how complete they are. But this pantry is completed. So when they sold the homes as is, like to be built, this would all be plain, and you would add this later. But it shows very nice. Again, the appliances are all upgraded, and they look it. This is what you call your flex room or an office space. I mean, it's I think they're showing in here as a sitting area with a TV off it, which I think is probably practical for a smaller home like this. Just so you know, this home is a little bit under 2,000 square feet. That's a 1,968 square feet under air. I'll show you the master in a minute, but before I do that, let's start from the front, and I'll show you the bedroom, the other bedroom. Big window, lots of light. Here's your closet. All right, nothing huge there. not an ensuite. If that's important, then this wouldn't be your model. This is the bathroom that you're going to use for the main part of the home and for this bedroom. Over here, over there is the sales center. That's the garage. There's while they're finishing selling out this community, they're still using that garage as a sales center. But it's a 2-car garage. But now let's go check out the master suite. So I'm in the master bath, and you can see the tile goes all the way to the super high ceiling. If you were building this out from scratch, that would definitely be an upgrade. Again, it depends on the model. I have a list of their spec homes right here, and some of them have these features that you might appreciate, maybe not. But they all have some sort of upgrades in them. I'm in the master bedroom now, and I'll go back to the closet. You don't really like this closet. When you build a Coulter home with this builder, there's a lot of personalization if you're doing a to-be-built home. And one of them is back here, where you can kick out this master about 4 feet. If you do that, it also extends the covered lanai or the patio outside. But anyways, and again, depends on the model that you pick, that's going to be different. And there's a couple, and I'll talk about the lots later too. There are a couple of lots I want to talk about that look off extra nice. But here we are in the, passing through the master bathroom. And now let me show you this closet. I tell you, this looks very elegant. Now, they built this out because it's a decorated model. Your shoe cabinet, your belt cabinet. It looks great. The flooring in here is different than the flooring in the it's the same as the master bedroom, but different from the master bath. Sort of nice. So if you want simple living, smaller house, very elegant. You can tell the ceiling height is nice. This is the house for you in that regard. I'll go outside in a minute to show you the pool. Every single house here has the ability to have a pool. Not all houses have a pool in them, but they have, with the exception of one lot, only one. This is 83 homes, by the way, if I haven't mentioned that yet. It's 83 homes, so it's not a huge community. And there's only 13 left. They sold this community very fast because Stuart is a hot city in South Florida right now. And I'll maybe elaborate a little bit more on that as we go. But so they sold this pretty fast. It's off Cove Road, which is why you get the name Cove Royale. But the other thing I mentioned, whenever you go into see the high ceilings? Whenever you go into a Coulter home, in general, their ceilings are very high. It's one of the things that buyers appreciate. If you look in here, that's 15 feet high. I know this guy says I show a lot of their homes in all communities, and in the tray is 16 feet high. So if you want like a nice dramatic entrance, this is the kind of house you're gonna like. One other thing before I go outside, you see the windows there? They always do. This builder always has a lot of windows. The one big window there and the 3 paneled sliders. They always do a lot of open concept. That's a signature of them. High ceilings, another one, and a lot of light. Those are some of the features you'll find in this builder's homes. Talk about paradise. Beautiful pool here. Artificial grass here, or AstroTurf for you baseball people. Well, that's where the Houston Astros used to play, an AstroTurf. That's where it got its name. Pools, generally speaking, down here today start about $100,000, maybe 90 in that area starting. but most pools today go for over that. This pool with the entry down there and the shelf down here and the 3 waterfalls would be more, but this house shows well. The other thing you see back there is preserve. Not all, but a lot of the homes here in this community are back up to preserve. Gives you nice privacy. Over there is the garage of the Julia that they're using as their sales center. If you walk into their sales center on your own directly, you're absolutely crazy. We highly recommend independent representation. Independent representation means we need to be there with you on your first visit. That's the only way the builder will allow a company like ours living in Palm Beach, Florida, to help you. If you go there first on your own and try to bring a realtor on afterwards, most builders will not allow that. And the cost to you for using a company like ours living in Palm Beach out of your pocket is zero. This is the builder who pays us, and they're happy to do so. There's no discount for not using a realtor. You can ask them. And the truth is we'll be there throughout the whole process, from the introduction to the builder to when you're closing. If there's any inspections that need to be done, we're there. Options, you have questions, we are independent of the builder and we have your back. So when it comes to helping you in living independent representation, we would be an honor to help you here at Living in Palm Beach, Florida. So this community shows all the signs of a community getting ready to close out. So they have the Julia we just came from. Here's the Madison. We can't go in there today because they're prepping it for to move on, basically. At some point, the models here will be for sale. Not yet, but at some point, these model homes will be for sale. If you have interest in any model homes, like right now in Bridgewater, much higher community, in Jupiter, much higher price community, but they're selling those. If you've seen my video on that, I think it was just last week, up there, we were highlighting those. The models are an opportunity to get the home, usually with furniture in it, like a turnkey, from a turnkey perspective. In other words, all you gotta do is bring a toothbrush and you're good to go. They're usually a little bit more money because they're usually decked out with upgrades and they come with the furniture, so they cost a little bit more money. But this house here is the Madison. That's one of the other decorated models that they're fixing up. Also a pretty popular model. One of the things that's different about this model is the orientation of the kitchen and maybe we will go through one of their quick deliveries on that later, but the kitchen is not looking out. I get a lot of people that are very particular about the orientation of the kitchen. If that's you, I completely understand. So one of the things that they do here, the builder, is they have a second floor on there, a second floor on this home, the Madison. They have the ability to personalize your home with either as a 1-story or a 2-story. Of the homes they have left, there are only 2 that have bonus rooms. If you want to find out about them, you let me know. But the other 13, only 2 have that bonus room up top. In terms of value, it's going to cost you roughly, I'm just throwing a number out there, but it's like $70,000 or $80,000 more for something like that. But it gives you a lot more space. And whether it's this community or another community, you're working with me, I will guide you. I'll tell you this. If that's something that you're even considering, I would do it, because the price per square foot on adding a room like that, like a whole floor like that, in my mind, is tremendous value. And just so you know, what are they going to do after they move out of here? Well, there's a community down the way. It's another builder currently there, but they're going to be adding to that. They're going to have 34 new homes. Hasn't started yet. If you want to know more about that, reach out. This is a very hot area. I'll tell you a little bit more about Stewart later, but this is a hot area for many reasons. And over there, they're going to open 34 homes, and they're going to call it Cove at Park Trace. You want to see what a house looks like, but without all the upgrades and so forth, what you really can expect? Well, this is it. Let's go check out a Madison without the upgrades. See, here we are in one of their quick delivery homes. They call it Lot 10. It will have address at some point. It's a quick move-in Lot 10. It's a Madison model. Now, I said without upgrades. It does have upgrades. They give you upgrades, but they're not quite as elaborate as a decorated model. But I think this will give you a better idea as to what to expect if you're looking to buy a home in any community, what a typical home will look like before all the elaborate decorations. So this is a better idea as to what you move into your house, what it's going to look like. As you can see, there's nothing on the walls except for walls. A lot of people are very particular about this. This is almost like maybe a little bit of an orange peel. In some builders, you can flatten out the walls, and there's an upgrade to do it. This is like a little bit of like an orange peel. This is not a big. This is like not a big orange peel texture, but it is got a soft one on it. The only thing that looks similar is the kitchen, because the kitchen's done, right? The upgrades that I noticed off the top of my head is, if you see, it's not a waterfall, but it's like a 3-inch a quartz countertop. That's definitely one of their upgrades in this. Whenever you see veins in the countertop in the quartz, that's a sign as an upgrade. This looks like wood, right? It's not. It's actually a tile. I believe this is an upgraded floor. Usually the basic tile that you get as a standard, but it looks like wood. It's a wood look tile. It does well. It performs well from the perspective. It doesn't get dirty that easy. It keeps the home cool. It is an option a lot of people go for. Again, they're using GE appliances here. This is not the cafe. This is not the cafe. This is a GE profile. So this is like the lower end of the GE level. It goes profile. It starts at profile, then goes up to cafe, and there's monogram and so forth. So pantry is big. It's a big pantry, but if you see, like I mentioned before, it's orientated different. If you're cooking here in the Madison, you're looking out towards the family room, as opposed to like when you're doing the Lila or the Julia, you're looking out at the kitchen, you're looking out the back onto the pool if you have one. Details about this house: 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car garage, flex room. We know all that. It's 2,289 square feet under air. One of the options is it's not there yet. Oh, yeah, it is there. They have an outdoor kitchen. Let me see if I could show you that. So it comes with an outdoor kitchen. That's nice. Listen, one of my suggestions when we work together with buyers that are being to-be built homes, the kitchens are nice, but when you're building from scratch, generally speaking, it's better to just stub out for the gas. Stub out the kitchen. That I find is helpful, because here in Florida, we do a lot of cooking outdoors. It's nice in the wintertime. Why not? So this is you can build this kitchen even further out. If I own this house, and I did some work in my backyard last year. If I own this house, I would extend this lanai, which now just goes to there. I would extend this lanai out here, and I'd extend this outdoor kitchen. As you can see, this is, like I mentioned, a lot of the lots are preserved, and they look like that. It's like forest. It's like a what do you call, like Florida natural forest. 19 years ago, my family and I relocated to this beautiful part of the world we call sunny South Florida, and we haven't looked back. Today, we truly find an honor to help people perhaps like you do the exact same thing. So if you're thinking about moving to this area and you want to ask questions from people who have actually done it before, well, there's a few ways to get a hold of us. Down below is our email address. That's one great way. Also on the screen, you see our phone number. You can either call or text that number. But literally, 2 of the best ways is in the description and in the comments section is a link. Click on that link. What that'll do is set up some time for us to speak, either through a phone call or a Zoom, whatever way you feel most comfortable. In any case, we have your back when it comes to relocating here to sunny South Florida. What's nice about this next house I'm going to show you is it's right next to their amenity center. I mean, it's not a bit elaborate amenity center, but they have one. It's not like an elaborate clubhouse, but they have like a cabana, and they have a resort-style pool. What else they have? They have the gate at the front. And one of the things about this community is they do take care of your lawn. I'll just go right, instead of doing the numbers at the end, I'll sort of piece them in as we speak. But the HOA here is $357 per month. So you get your lawn care, your yard, the common areas, your backyard and the front yard taken care of. You get access to this beautiful pool. Let me show you. Since there's only 83 homes, you pretty much, like you see no one there right now, you pretty much get the place to yourself. That's nice. The other nice feature about this community is here's their mail bank here, right? Just to show you. They don't have mailboxes in front. I think that's a better way. So that's how they're building houses today down here in Florida. People's mailboxes are always getting hit. It's easier to do it this way. Amazon will come to your house and your FedExes will come to your house, but your regular mail will generally speaking will be delivered to these mailbox banks. So as I walk into this next one, this is going to be a nice one. It's slot 77. I want to say a couple things about Stewart. I've been telling you how great it is. We are basically 15 minutes to the actually downtown Stewart. Downtown Stewart is really nice. It's got like a lot of nice restaurants and everything like that there. It's like a nice little downtown. It's like quaint downtown. We are closer even to Port Salerno. Like if you go down the end of Cove Road, in about 8 minutes, you'll be to Port Salerno. If you're a boater, you're going to love this community because you can get a dock at Port Salerno. They're called Manatee Marina and Pirates Cove are the two places that people are docking their boats. So that's that going for you. We're about 20 minutes here from Jupiter. Jupiter is one of the most prestigious addresses in South Florida. Some of the nicest restaurants there. If you ever see that Jupiter lighthouse, that's like a symbol of Palm Beach. And you're about 25 minutes from the one of the nicest malls in all of Florida, which is called the Gardens Mall in Palm Beach Gardens. This home is like that first decorated model that we've seen. Looks very different, doesn't it? This is a Julia, but I do see some upgrades, and there's one in particular I'll show you on the other side here that shows really well. But let me take you outside first and come on in, and then I'll show you this feature I'm referring to. So they put as one of the features here, right by pool. They're right. You can pretty much have that pool back there as your own pool, practically. Right adjacent to the amenity center. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So the other Julia that we saw was a 2-bedroom. This is a 3-bedroom. Remember in the other one we had a office in here. You don't see it here, right? Over here is bedroom 1. I'll get to pricing. I know you guys are killing me for letting me get to pricing. Here's bedroom 1. Now we're going to come around here. And that's bedroom 2. It's a little bit smaller, but the way this works is you have the 2 bedrooms using this bathroom. It's definitely better use, in my opinion, of space. If you want, you can get 3 bedrooms. When you advertise for resale, because one day you will resell this house, you might not think it today, but you likely will. There's going to be a better market for a 3-bedroom over a 2-bedroom. They've got the thicker countertop, the 3-inch countertop, That's going to help this. That's going to help with this one. They're using the upgraded appliances, the cafe, which is super nice. Also over here, the pantry is not built out. So they chose to keep the pantry like the bare is the way it is. As you remember with the other one, it was all built out. This is the feature I was referring to. Check this out. That is the sliders. There's no transom above. They are, this place is, they can hear my echo in this place. The sliders go almost all the way right to the top of the ceiling. This is like 11 foot, 4 inches, I believe it is, in here, in the family room. And the sliders go all the way up to the top, brings in a lot of light. As you could probably see, outside we got another, basically a forest out there, and it winds around that way. So this house is a lot of property. Let me go to the price. It's roughly $780,000. And this one and the other one I showed you are both for immediate delivery. That means that they've either have the CO, which stands for Certificate of Occupancy, or they're close to getting it. So you can basically buy this house and move in pretty soon. Okay, moving on. Let's go to the master here. The flooring is the same, that same nice wood look tile, which I believe shows very well. This is not the kick out, it's not extended. I think this backyard is actually very nice. I mean, I like this house from a land perspective. It's very private forest back there. Back over there is your pool. I could see it from here. You could just walk to the pool as if it's in your backyard practically. Tile in the, again, we've got the tile going on in the bathroom. They've got the shower all the way tiled all the way up to the ceiling. That's an upgrade. And last but not least, the master closet is not like decked out like the other one. So it's still a big closet, but if you bought this house, you'd have to build your closet. And I'll be honest with you, that's what we did. When we bought our house way back when, we went and we knew that we asked them not to build the closets out. That's one of the things. When you work with us, we help you with things like that in terms of what should we upgrade, what we shouldn't, because there are some tax advantages to postponing some of those stuff to after closing. If you jack up the cost of your house at closing, you will be taxed on that until you are there for the life of your home there. So that's one of the factors. So reach out to our team. We'll tell you a little bit more about that. As I mentioned, I told you some of the amenities. The community is a little bit of a quieter area right now, but there's a lot of communities going in and around the area. There's that Park Trace place I was telling you about. There's Port Salerno. Salerno Reserve, which is a Keovanian builder, is right down the street. So, and in this area, there's lots of building. One of the reasons why Stewart is so popular is that you're not quite north like Port St. Lucie, but you're closer to Palm Beach, closer to the Palm Beach International Airport, as an example. So Stewart is one of the hottest areas in terms of real estate when it comes to Florida. We have 2 quick delivery homes right next to each other here. This is going to be interesting. That's lot 29, and that's lot 30. They look very different. The thing is, they're both the same model, believe it or not. Because you're allowed so much personalization here with this builder, you can make them look 100% different. They are both the Lila model. I'll take it to 29 first. But when it comes to lot 30, let me show you the lot 30 driveway. I love this driveway. It's a nice long driveway. It's got the side load garage. You see that one has the front. This one has the side load garage, and it's a 2-car garage and a golf car garage it shows very well. This is one of their more popular models, I find. The couple of them I find that Coulter builds that get a lot of buyers' attentions are the Lila and also the Page model here in South Florida when it comes to a Coulter community. Check out this funky backsplash. I sort of like it. It's definitely different. It's a little bit loud. This is lot 29. This is a lot, as I mentioned. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, flex room, front-facing Lila, immediate delivery. So you can get this, you can pretty much move into this right away. It is the price is $850,000. It's reflective of a few things. Again, the nice quartz, the nice floor. It's a bigger house compared to the others for sure. This house is 2196 square feet under air. 30 next door is 2129. So this one's square feet. So this one's a little bit larger. And this is why I could tell. This backyard, this thing is kicked out. Let's go in the master and I'll show you. You can see this is a bigger master. Look, it just looks bigger, right? Check this out. This master bedroom is pushed out 4 feet. Again, when you do that, that's what they chose. That's the upgrade they chose for this one. When you do that, let me see if I go outside and show you. Oh, it's open for me. When you do that, it automatically pushes out the yard here. And why this lot, another thing is, this one and next door, both of them, it's a little funky of an area. See how well, let me turn this around and see if you can see it. Got lots of dense forest back there, but the difference here is that you can that's 130 feet, 160, right? 160 feet deep. Typically their lots are about 130 feet. This one is longer. It goes a lot longer. That one will too. We'll go in there in a minute. But you can see your next door neighbor here. It goes way deep, and he's got the bird case with the pool going there. It looks fantastic. Now we're going to mosey on over to our neighbors. And this is lot 29, and next door we have lot 30. Something about this house I really like. I mean, I think it just shows well. Trim is white. I don't know if you noticed that. The trim is white as opposed to the dark trim. They have the tall to the ceiling sliders. They have again, upgraded countertop. They like that. I think, what they do is they see what people are buying. They see what people are appreciating and giving comments, good positive comments on. And that's what they typically put on their homes. You have in the middle of the floor, you have an outlet so if you want to put like a sofa here and you want to put like a lamp there, you have that, or maybe even a place for your computer, for internet. Their pantry is very standard. It's better than the wire, but it's not much. It's wood. They're using GE profile here for their appliances. They do have the nice three pendant chandeliers, which I think are nice. Flooring is the same. And the reason why I'm thinking they did all the floorings are the same is that's what people are reacting positively to. This is something You can build this house a few different ways, right? This way is called a fitness room. They call this a fitness room. And the reason why I know that is because it has doors on it and it has this in the middle of the floor. It has an outlet that's meant for your Peloton or your treadmill or something like that. So you would use this as a fitness room. This is also on an oversized lot. So it's a 3-car garage, 3-bedroom, 3-bath. This one is $90,000. I'm sorry, $900,000. Which was $90,000. $900,000. When I compare the two, this one is actually 70 feet smaller than the two. But I like the sliders, nice and wide, looks good. And the reason is I think this is the kick out. That's going to be your. So get that out here. Can't get out there, darn it. But the backyard is the same as we saw before. It's got the extended backyard, and the reason why the difference in size is this. You can tell probably this master bedroom's a little bit smaller than the one we had just came from out on 29. So one of the reasons why this is going to be more money is it's got the 3-car garage. Generally speaking, I get a lot of people that are very particular about their garages, and that's one of the reasons why this one's a little bit more money. By the way, recapping a little bit, I sort of went through some of the higher prices. The Julia is a quick delivery. Julia is $780,000. All the Lilas and Madisons are in the 800s to 900s. So there are other quick delivery homes. There are 13 here. So, and I'm not showing you all the models they have. So if you're interested in this community has a lot going for it. Reach out to our team here living in Palm Beach, Florida. Palm Beach, Stewart, paradise here in South Florida.